Testing, 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 testing. Hi all, welcome to the Norwalk varsity girls basketball game versus the Oskaloosa Indians. Game starts at 6:15. Okay. The Indians of Oskaloosa coming in this game 3-3 on the season and 1-0 in the conference, whereas the Lady Warriors of Norwalk come in 1-5 and 1-1 in the conference. So early prediction might be a tough game for the Warriors, but we'll have to see. A little injury update. Bren Moritz, star player for the Norwalk Warriors, is out for today's game with an unknown injury, but she did not dress today. So that's a pretty big loss
testing,
for
testing,
the
testing,
Warriors.
testing,
We'll
testing,
see how
testing,
players like JoJo Bice
testing.
step up for them. My name is Charlie Poppins, and I will be your host for today, along with Landon Edwards, who is currently not here. He is finishing his own basketball game against Waukee, and will be here shortly. Now, coming in from last game's heartbreaking loss to the Lewis Central Titans, they missed a last-second overtime securing
Testing.
layup
I can
by
hear
JoJo
you.
Bice. Sweet.
Both mics are good.
All right. Both mics are good today. We apologize for the mics not working the past couple games, but we have new mics that have arrived, and our soundboard is improved, and you can hear us now. So how about that?
Do you want this on still, or?
So as I was saying, the Warriors lost their last game on Tuesday, 46-44 against the Titans. JoJo Bice had a contested layup to move them into overtime, but it was no good. So the Warriors get their 5th loss on the season, but they're looking to bounce back after a tough loss. The Oskaloosa Indians come off a good win against the Davis County women, and judging by the score 65-41, they handled it pretty well. So they're looking to keep that momentum into this game and hopefully for them move above 500. About a minute till game time. We will take a short break for the national anthem, and we will announce the starting lineups.
I can hear both of them on my phone. So. Charlie, test. I just want to hear it myself.
Test. This is for Mr. Lammers, our athletic director. Shout out to him for making this possible.
I can hear it. It's delayed, and there's also 2 screens. So if you can't hear anything, it's the other screen. One screen has sound, and one doesn't. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I got 2 options to pick from. Will you please rise and stay united as we honor our nation and the men and women around the world? I could hear it though, and so could Dawson.
and Aubrey Blanco wins the tip versus Ava Johnson. Filling in briefly for Mr. Landon Edwards is Schaefer Landwit for the first quarter.
Good to be here, Charlie.
As Bombers takes the ball up the court. Dribbles to the corner. Passes to number 30. And misses the layup. Rebound 22 for the Indians. Passes out to number 14 at the top of the key. Back to 15. Tipped out by Anna Larson for the Warriors. With 15. And there misses another layup. Jocelyn Bice corrals the rebound. Pushes it down the floor. Finds Emma Sukup on the layup, and it is good. With 24 in the corner. And Jalen Lemmers with a tip pass. Number 30 down low. Kicks to 14 on the three-pointer. And it clanks out of the back. Rebound, Jaden Lammers. And JoJo Bice takes it up the floor. Finds Anna Larson on the wing. Lammers in the corner. Looks for Amasuka down low. And it is tipped out of bounds. Warriors ball. Finds Ava Johnson down low. And it is stuffed by number 24, Aubrey Blanco. Number 15 takes down the court. And that is a personal foul on number 10, Anna Larson of the Warriors. As number 14 for the Indians inbounds. Number 22 with the mid-range jumper, and it is just short. Ava Johnson with the rebound, kicks out to JoJo Bice. Johnson back to the top of the key. JoJo Bice, baseline drive, and it is out of the hands of Ava Johnson. 15 gets the steal. There's Aubrey Blanco for the three. And it is long. And the Warriors get a team rebound there. Ava Johnson up top. Finds Lammers in the corner. Back to JoJo Bice up top as they set up. JoJo Bice fires to the corner. Down to Sukup. Back to Lammers. JoJo Bice with the corner three. And is just out. That's 14 for the Indians. Pushes it down the court. 22 with the pump fake. Number 30 for the Indians with the three-pointer, and it is long. With the offensive rebound going to number 14 for the Indians. Another missed three as Emma Sukup hustles and gets the tip out of bounds off the Indians. As Lexi Sukup comes in for Ava Johnson. Bice handling the ball. Pulls up for the mid-range shot. And it bounces in.
That's something that JoJo Bice does really well. She gets into the lane and finds space. You know, you don't often find a lot of wings that can do that, but as a point guard, that's something that she's very reliable with.
24 with the offensive rebounds. Finds number 22 down low, and she gets the layup. Warriors lead by 2. Lammers in the corner, looking for Sukup down low. That is Emma Sukup. And Larson sets up for the mid-ranger, and is a little long. So Emma Sukup hustles for the rebound. Lammers up top. Sukup looking for another layup. Finds Bice in the corner. And it is tipped by number 22 for the Indians. 15 pulls up for the three-pointer, and it is a little long. Rebound to 22. Another shot for the Indians, and it is no good again. 30 for the Indians, gets another rebound. Finds 30 down low, and she misses the layup. There's 4 missed shots for the Indians there on one possession. As Lambert sets up in the corner, and an air ball. Picked off by Larson. Pushes it down the court. Oh, and it rolls out. Good contest there by number 14 for the Indians. As 22 cherry picks the layup. And it is good. We're tied at 4. And it is a timeout, Warriors.
Fairly low scoring first quarter or beginning to it. I think something that Coach Martin and maybe Oskaloosa as well have talking about is probably how we can get better shots and a higher shot percentage. A lot of threes were missed in that first quarter. Yeah. I think creating space for both teams might be the goal offensively here.
There's been a lot of offensive rebounds for both teams, but you can't get the putbacks and the second chance points that they're looking for. As
Snapchat is car battery's dead, so you've got me for the first half, and I've got to go.
and a little automotive update, actually. Mr. Landon Edwards, his car battery died, so he will not be assisting us tonight. As Korselman is in for the Warriors, subbed in for number 30, Emma Sukup. As they look for the inside pass, and it is picked off by number 22. There's number 5 in the corner. Number 24 down low is looking for the ball. Gets the up and under, and it rolls out. Good move there by number 24, but fails to convert. Korselman with the ball on the wing. Lammer's up top. Back to Korselman. And it is picked off again by number 22. But JoJo Bice rips her. Bice in the corner. And it is a little long. Down the lane, and she is ripped on the pass by JoJo Bice. Pushes it down the floor, gets the Euro step, and it is a little short, but she gets the foul. 2 shots coming up for JoJo Bice of the Warriors. As she sinks the first one. Emma Sukup sums in for her twin sister, Lexi Sukup. And the second free throw is good. Down the lane, looks for the layup and gets the floater to go. We're back to 6. Back to tied up, excuse me. JoJo Bice in the corner. Tries to find Sukup down low, but it is tipped out of her hands. And it is Indian ball. About a minute left in the first quarter as we are tied at 6. 24 down low. And gets the layup to fall in after several bounces. JoJo Bice down the lane. Gets the body to drop. Ava Johnson down the lane. And she gets the and one. Big play there by Ava Johnson. Ties back up at 8 with a opportunity to take the lead here. And she sinks the free throw. Warriors up 1 following the made free throw by Ava Johnson. Number 4 up top for the Indians. Kicks to back to 15 up top. Drives down, 4 in the corner. Baseline drive, and it is off her foot, it looks like. Warrior ball. JoJo Bice rushes for a shot. And it's a little long. And after the first quarter, the Lady Warriors have a 1-point lead over the Oskaloosa Indians.
Not a very high-scoring first quarter, as I already mentioned. I think the main thing that Coach Martin's team can do here is ball movement. I think that's something that the Warriors are good and bad at certain instances in the game, but they can really get on a roll once they start passing the ball and finding those open shooters, like Lammers and Bice, or even down low to Johnson. I think that might be what the conversation here is during the timeout between quarters. Some plays, some offensive movement to get the girls open for the shots.
Yeah, especially with their leading scorer, Moritz, out for the night. They're going to need points from everybody, not just from JoJo Bice, who is their second leading scorer, I believe. And like Schaefer said, ball movement will be the key to that. As for the Indians, second chance points have been hard to come by, even though they've been getting lots of offensive rebounds. So just getting open looks off of those, it will be their key here. Masuka in the range. And Larson just short of a 3, and it is good. Now that was a 2-pointer. Larson playing tight defense on number 15. 22 at the top of the key. Dribbles around the screen. Gets the floater, and it is a little long. Rebound Larson. Pushes it to Bice. Ava Johnson with the pump fake. Finds Larson. Back to Johnson down low.
No, you don't need to watch it. It's fine.
22 on the wing. Takes the 3-point shot and rolls out. Good looking shot there, but fails to convert as Ava Johnson gets the board and pushes to JoJo Bice, who gets a foul called on the layup.
Bice has gotten to the line a couple times this game. She's doing a great job at attacking the hoop. And, free throws are better than nothing. So Bice doing her part offensively for the Warriors.
And free throws are what kept the Warriors in their last game against the Titans. The Titans who shot 1 for 9 from the line, compared to something better from the Warriors. That's not hard to beat, but as JoJo Bice gets the second one to fall after the first miss. Puts her at 3 for 4. As it is tipped out of bounds by Bice. Indians keep possession. Inbounds to number 5. Back to 15 in the corner. Number 30 from 3. And is a little short. Good rebound there by Emma Sukup. Gets the box out. And Larson back to Sukup. And that is a travel by Anna Larson down low as she tries to get the pump fake, but instead gets a travel call. .24 down low. Just a little shot over to the defender, but it is a little short. Georgia Bice with the wide open layup in transition, and it is good. Warriors take a 6-point lead with 6 minutes left in the half. 15 tries to break down Anna Larson. And that is a travel after the synced three. That's unfortunate for the Indians. Would have been their first points of the quarter. But instead, the Warriors keep their 6-point lead. Georgia Bice on the wing. Back to Lammers on the other wing. Georgia Bice with the mid-range shot. Off the backboard, right into Lexi Sukup's hands.
That's what I'm talking about, that ball movement to create open opportunities. It's helping the Warriors now. They've got double the score of the Indians. That's probably why.
Ava Johnson comes in for Emma Sukup of the Warriors. As 22 for the Indians checks in. .15 with the 3-point, and it is way long. And it is Warriors ball. Johnson from the free throw, a little short on the mid-range jumper. 15 passes to 30 on the corner. Looking for 24 down low, gets the pass to go, and it is a little long on the layup. Rebound 24, and she gets the putback. Sukup down low. Back to Johnson. Puts up the hook shot, and she gets the foul. 2 shots coming for Ava Johnson. And the Sukup comes in for her sister Lexi. As both of Johnson's free throws are good. And after that fiasco, it looks like it is Warriors ball. I have no idea what just happened there, but it is Warriors ball nonetheless. As Georgia Bice takes over half court. Finds Bice on the opposite wing. Georgia Bice with the three-point stroke. A little long. As 15 for the Indians, gets the foul on the shot. As the first free throw is a little long. Lines up for the second. And it is long again. Goes 0 for 2. As JoJo Bice pushes in transition. Finds Lammers. Tries to get the inside pass to Corselman. And it is a jump ball. It will be Indians ball. .24 bobbles it. Looks like there was a travel there, but not called. And that is a out-of-bounds layup. And Larson checks back in for Mackenzie Corselman. And will inbound to JoJo Bice. With about 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the half. Warriors up 8. Bice looking for Johnson. And gets it to her through Lammers. And she gets the foul again. They've been great at drawing fouls and getting into the line so far. First free throw slides in. Second free throw is up. And it rolls out. Making her 5 for 6, I believe, from the line. Finds 30 down low. Back to 22. Lines up for the three-point shot. And it is good. First three-point shot made by the Indians tonight. Makes them now down by 6. There is a jump ball. Goes to Norwalk as Anna Larson inbounds. Finds Sukup down low. And she is blocked, but it is Warriors ball once again. Setting up in the same play. Finds Lammers this time instead. Ava Johnson gets the touch pass down low to Suka, but it is picked off as 22 takes it down the court. .30 down low. And gets stuffed by Ava Johnson on the pass attempt. Looks like a jump ball goes to the Indians as they inbound. Finds number 24 down low. Tries to get the up-under move, but it's unsuccessful. Instead, number 15 takes the three-point shot, and it is good. That's 2 straight for them. Cuts their deficit down to 3. As Anna Larson gets a little short on the layup. In transition are the Indians. It is picked off by Anna Larson. JoJo Bice down low. And that is a blocking foul called on number 15. As JoJo Bice lines up for 2 free throws. First one is good. The Warriors are one foul away from entering the bonus, by the way. And their free throw shooting has really pulled them ahead from the Indians so far. The Bice lines up for the second, and it is good. Stolen out of the hands of number 4 for the Indians as JoJo Bice pushes. Almost tipped out of air by number 22, but lands in the hands of JoJo Bice. Lammers top of the key. Back to Lammers. Lammers in the corner. Johnson from the free throw. And nice play there defensively by number 22 for the Indians. Gets the tipped pass and then the pass off the leg of Jojo Bice gives the Indians the ball. There's 15 drives. And then it's a travel. Warrior ball with approximately 30 seconds left in this half. Let's see what they can do. There's a timeout by head coach Joe Martin of the Warriors.
Warriors letting the Indians go on a little bit of a run here. They cut the lead down now to just 5 instead of 8. I think something the Warriors can do better, and might be a topic of conversation here in the timeout, is closeouts on deep 3 balls. I think Oskaloosa hit 2 threes in that time. Some more aggressive perimeter defense might do Norwalk some good here, especially closing out this first half and going into the third quarter.
Jojo Bice with 28 seconds left. Takes the ball. Jojo Bice in the corner. Cuts in. And gets the layup. Now we are making a quick line change. Subbing in Schaefer for Landon, who has finally arrived after his car battery turned out to be dead.
Yes, car battery dead. And a long game against, our game got canceled, so we played Waukee. And 3 is up, Jojo Bice.
Oh, a little short on the 3. As the Warriors take a 7-point lead into halftime. Warriors 23, Oskaloosa 16. We will take a short break, and we will see you back at the third quarter.
You guys done? Thought I'd come watch. It's not enough support, you know.
We had to play Joaquin.
Yeah, you guys already got done with it?
Yeah, we only lost like 9.
Actually,
They just
like they're freshmen. Like they're baby.
It's like then we were playing 6 o'clock games. They just started hitting threes and it's like I was so annoyed.
So they did.
It was like starting off, it was like bigger than every other game. And one of their kids was like 6'4" or 6'5". So it was like something. So I was really good.
Do you want to color or do play-by-play?
I don't know. I don't really care.
Because we shouldn't be both do play-by-play.
I guess not.
I've been doing play-by-play. No problem.
Wait, so do you do just broadcast for this?
Yeah.
And you say
For the first one,
what?
I cut you off.
And you say that you just stay and watch the rest of it.
I think on varsity boys, we should have all 4. Because like you look at like no, we would just have because like if you look at like prime time game, they have like 3 people. They have 3 or 4 people and they just add it. And then it's just Tony Romo talking.
Well, we don't have that many mics.
Maybe we guys do just add it.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we need to do admin.
Bad.
Don't you know how much
Mr. Parker went to the toilet. Sat on the toilet.
mad, but
Yeah, madman. All madman.
All right, and both teams have taken the court with almost a minute left till the second half. We'd like to give a shout out to the Norwalk Booster Club. Everything you see the Warriors have today, from the jerseys to the balls to the chairs, have all been paid for by the Norwalk Boosters. If you'd like to show your support for the Warriors, go ahead and make a donation. All right, almost 30 seconds to play. Warriors up 23-16.
So for the Warriors, some positives. They've been getting a lot of points in transition so far, with JoJo Bice leading the way in that. For the Indians, they've been getting a lot of offensive rebounds, but haven't been able to convert on a lot of second chance points. So that's probably a focus for them coming into the half.
Yeah, that's going to be big. Offensive rebounds are a great opportunity to get a lot of points. And if you can continue to convert on them, it'll be a great way to win this game. And another great way to win is transition. Running this team to exhaustion is just a great way to just keep going and attacking. And the Warriors will get the ball at the second half. Running point guard is number 24, JoJo Bice. Warriors looking to the high post to Ava Johnson. Looking for nothing. Jaden Lammers out. Down to Sukup low. And a shot by Anna Larson. No good off the, and rebound by Oskaloosa. Oskaloosa looking for a three. And it is no good. Rebound, JoJo Bice. On the shot there was number 30, Lucy Roach. JoJo Bice looking for a transition score. And is up and no good. But Ava Johnson, offensive rebound. Another missed layup. And the Oskaloosa Indians will take it down the court. Looking down 22, Kaylee Johnson. Looking for a pass. Out to the three. And a great hop step down low. And shot is no good. Rebound, Ava Johnson. JoJo Bice looking to push the pace. Out to Jane Lammers. Anna Larson will look to set something up. Up to the high post. Looking down to the low post is Ava Johnson, but the pass is deflected.
That's been a strength of the Indians so far. They've been able to get a lot of steals, and a lot of their points have also come in transition.
And a good down low look. Nothing there though from number 24, Aubrey Blanco. Shot is up and rebound, Ava Johnson. Anna Larson with an open lane. Cannot get in, the dribble is fumbled. And a timeout is called. Both teams looking a little iffy coming in the second half. Both teams looking to try and find a footing, and a timeout call for Norwalk. Coach Martin looking to draw something up to get the pace going in the second half. Warriors really looking to use the freshman, Ava Johnson, the second leading scorer on this team. Correction, third leading scorer on the team. And the Warriors looking to inbound. Out to Sukup. Out to Lammers. And an open shot by Larson, not took. Lily Hughes now subbing in, looking down low for Sukup. And a great post up, and the basket is made by number 30, Emma Sukup.
Sukup's been a great option for them tonight, getting a lot of points down low, filling in for Brent Moritz quite nicely down there.
Yes, and the Warriors finally getting something going. And that's a good drive by number 22, Kaylee Johnson, but no good. Looking to push the pace, and it's Jaden Lammers on the fast break layup. Warriors now starting to find their footing in this game. Anna Larson looking to put some pressure up top. And the shot three is up. And it is an air ball. That was number 24, Aubrey Blanco. JoJo Bice looking to push the pace. Takes it down low, down to Lily Hughes, out to Lammers. JoJo Bice looking for a pass. Back to Larson. Larson with an open shot, does not take it. Out to Lily Hughes, short corner. Warriors looking to set something back up. A lot of short corner looks and high post looks for the Warriors. Sukup posting up down low. Some more high post short corner action for the Warriors. Looking down low to Sukup, passes deflected by number 30, Lucy Roach. The ball will stay at the end of court. Subbing in for the Warriors is number 34, Ava Johnson, for number 30, Emma Sukup. Warriors looking to run a play on the inbound. Flashing low, Ava Johnson, shot is no good. There's a very big presence there by number 24, Aubrey Blanco. Very hard to get a shot over her. And the Warriors showing a little pressure. Oskaloosa trying to beat the pressure.
Larson has
Anna
been-
Larson and Ava Johnson with the trap. And a
An-
foul is called
and Anna
on
Larson.
number 5, Jaden Lammers.
And Anna Larson, who has been the Joe Martin's go-to press cover for this Lady Warriors team, has been playing great defense once again.
Yes, great hustle by Anna Larson. And a good trap, and Jaden Lammers can't quite get to it. But some great trap defense by the Warriors. And like you were saying, Anna Larson with that defensive presence on the ball is very good. Pass almost gotten by Ava Johnson as she hustles back. Number 22, Kaylee Johnson looking for a look. And she pumps the three. No good. Down low to Aubrey Blanco. Layup is no good. Rebound, Lily Hughes. Warriors looking to push the pace once again. Oh, and a big hit down low. Number 14, McKenna Schaffner with the push on Jaden Lammers.
Rough night efficiency-wise for Oskaloosa's third leading scorer in Aubrey Blanco. Missing a wide-open layup there.
Yes, Oskaloosa trying to find a footing and trying to find an identity in the second half, but falling a little short. JoJo Bice will get the ball top out of bounds. Jaden Lammers looking down low, nothing there. Out to the short corner to Ava Johnson. And a post move made, no shot though. Down low to Lily Hughes, and a great layup, a good look for Anna Larson, and a great finish by Lily Hughes. Lily Hughes, a good sophomore rotation player for the Warriors. And a tip pass and a steal for Anna Larson.
Anna Larson there showing her defensive intuition once again.
Down low and a foul is called over top of Ava Johnson. That'll be the team fouls second for Oskaloosa. And a timeout is called. Now a great recovery after that slow start to the second half for the Warriors. Oskaloosa still looking to try and pick something up and get some momentum going for them. Game is looking good for the Warriors right now.
Now with Bren Moritz, the team's leading scorer, Ava Johnson, the freshman, has actually stepped up quite nicely here and will be taking her 7th and 8th free throws of the game. So far she is 5 for 6.
And that's what you like to see. You love to see the big men down low, or big women in this case, making their free throws, because you know they're drawing a lot of contact down there. And if a good free throw shooter in the post will score a lot of points.
And it's that next man up mentality for Johnson here. Great thing for the program here, having two great freshmen like Ava Johnson and Anna Larson coming in and being impactful players. Great prodigies for this Norwalk Lady Warriors program.
All right, inbounding the Warriors. Out to Lammers. Warriors looking to set something up. Some more high post, short corner action going. Nothing at the high post. Pass is tipped by number 22, Kaylee Johnson. Ball will stay at the same end. And coming in for the Warriors is number 30, Emma Sukup, for number 35, Lily Hughes. And a great effort by Lily Hughes, the sophomore. Warriors inbounding. Out to Lammers up top. JoJo Bice looking for a look down low. Out to Anna Larson. Jane Lammers open up top. Give it to high post though to Ava Johnson. And JoJo Bice with a 3 up, and it is good! 3 made
Nice
by
play there
number
by
24,
JoJo Bice.
JoJo Bice. Pretty clean step back and some pressure from the Warriors. Kaylee Johnson looking for a look. Pass just a little off and thrown out of bounds. Pass was intended though for number 5, Macy Creer. Warriors will set it up again. JoJo Bice looking down low. Ava Johnson pass is tipped. Oskaloosa now looking to get some momentum going for their team. Screen up top, and a moving screen is called. That was number 24, Aubrey Blanco. That'll be the team 3rd for Oskaloosa. White still persevering through a lot of the pressure that Oskaloosa is putting on them. A lot of physical action down low. Ava Johnson, and a foul is called on the shot. She will be sent to the line. And like we said, free throws is a very important part for a post. If they can knock their free throws down, it can be very big for the team.
Correction, these are her 7th and 8th. These are her 7th and 8th free throws. Correction. And as said before, 5 for 6 from the line.
All right, timeout called by the
timeout.
Indians. Looking to ice the shooter. And through the first half of this 3rd period, looking very good for the Warriors, now up 32-16. Oskaloosa Indians still looking to get some shots up. The score's been pretty stagnant the whole second half. Indians looking to get something going. Head coach T.C. Cunningham for the Oskaloosa Indians drawing up some plays, hoping to get some looks. All right, first shot for Ava Johnson is up, and it is no good. All right, second shot up, and it is good. More pressure by the Warriors, Anna Larson. Indians bailing, looking to get a offensive look. And that's a great cut by number 15, Presley Blomers. And Indians finally looking like they're getting some momentum in this game.
Team's leading scorer there. Tries to
Ava
get
Johnson with a
the
low
Indians
post look. And it
back
is
in the
good.
game.
Indians breaking the pressure. Kaylee Johnson looking for a look. Can't find it, but does connect with number 5, Macy Creer, and a foul is called. That foul was on Jaden Lammers, number 5. That's a team foul and her 2nd foul. Subbing in is number 23, Lexi Sukup, for number 34, Ava Johnson. Indians looking to keep that momentum going. Macy Creer with the shot, and it is no good. Rebound, JoJo Bice. Looking for a fast break layup, up, and it is good.
It's been a common theme so far for the Warriors. JoJo Bice getting another transition layup.
And that's a good way to run this team down. And a steal by Lexi Sukup, wide open. And the layup is missed. Down to Emma Sukup. And she gets the low post score. Warriors going back to that first half transition scoring. Lexi Sukup stepping up, and a shot is up, down low, layup is missed. That shot was number 15, Presley Blomers. And the Warriors now looking to set it back up. Out to Jaden Lammers. Back to JoJo Bice. Looking for a short corner pass. Both the sisters, Lexi and Emma Sukup, in there getting some work at low and high post. Shot is up, JoJo Bice. 3 is good! A great 3 by number 24, JoJo Bice. Now 2 for 2 in the second half.
Warriors take a commanding 24-point lead here with that three-pointer by JoJo Bice as she attempts to get the steal up top.
Presley Blomers out, and the shot is no good. That shot was number 30, Lucy Roach. And Warriors playing some good D. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to Jaden Lammers for the three. And it is good! Shots falling pretty nice for the Warriors now. Making a comfy lead for themselves, 45-18. Indians looking to score before the third quarter ends. And Kaylee Johnson, nothing there. Looking for a pass. Down low and a steal by Lexi Sukup, 18 seconds left to play. JoJo Bice just going right into the lane for a wide open layup. Oskaloosa looking a little tired in the end of this third quarter. 6 seconds left to play. Down, shot is up. Oh, and a steal by Anna Larson. A very sloppy end to the end of the third quarter for the Indians. Warriors really taking control in that last minute. And a great single-digit quarter for the Warriors. A lot of intensity from the Warriors in that third quarter, really showing what they can do when they get things going. And a very impressive lead, 47-18 over the Indians.
Yeah, the Indians look gassed over there, sitting on the bench, drinking a lot of water over there. This might be a tough one for them to come back in, considering that they are both physically and probably mentally gassed.
Yes, Coach T.C. Cunningham trying to get some energy back going into this fourth quarter, try and bring it home and get the score very close, closer than it is. A lot of visible disappointment from the Indians. All right, Warriors take the court. Kenzie Corseman, number 13, in for the Warriors. For number 10, Anna Larson.
Quite a few different Warriors have been getting some playing time tonight, including Mackenzie Corseman and Lily Hughes, who do not typically get in. But with the, was that a 29-point lead? They can definitely get some playing time.
Yes, they got a lot of options for scores, and a good score by number 24, using the backboard, number 24, JoJo Bice. Indians looking to cut their drought down. And a good drive down low, and shot is missed by number 14, McKenna Schaffner. Indians looking for a little pressure, but back off. Out to Jaden Lammers. Kenzie Korsman up top. Looking for a look at high post and gets it to Sukup. Jaden Lammers driving. Shots up by JoJo Bice. Three is good.
Another
3 for 3 in the second half for JoJo Bice from 3. Great shooting by the Warriors. All right, number 30, Lucy Roach, looking for something. Can't get there, gets stopped, and the ball is tipped out of bounds by number 30, Emma Sukup. And a little switch of the ball for some disinfectant. And the Oskaloosa Indians will inbound.
As Ava Johnson looks to check back in.
High post, nothing there, and it's stolen. The drive was number 30, Lucy Roach, and JoJo Bice with a nice fast break layup. A lot of fast break layups for the Warriors and JoJo Bice herself. Fast break layups like that, just you can't let up, because those are the ones that really tire a team out if you keep chasing them. Indians looking for a skip pass and a tip by JoJo Bice. The ball will stay in the Indians' hands though. Great effort by JoJo Bice and the Warriors, getting a lot of steals and a lot of looks. And subbing in is number 34, Ava Johnson, for number 30, Emma Sukup. Anna Larson subbing in for number 24, JoJo Bice. Great effort by JoJo Bice in this entire game.
Might be the last time we see her tonight.
And a steal for Ava Johnson, covered by Kenzie Corseman. Emma Sukup looking down low for Ava Johnson. And a charge is called. Great take by number 22, Kaylee Johnson. And charges like those usually can get the crowd going in your favor, but the crowd's still a little dead. that might have been just the last piece they need for Oskaloosa to get some momentum here in the fourth quarter and cut this drought down. A lot of movement and a steal by Ava Johnson, second in a row. Indians looking a little tired and down low to Ava Johnson. The great post move, and the foul's called and one! A great bucket by number 34, Ava Johnson. Foul on Oskaloosa number 30, Lucy Roach. That is the 5th team foul for the Indians. Will send Ava Johnson, who's been shooting very good at free throw today. Shot is up, and it is good. JoJo Bice subbing in for 13, Kenzie Kohlserman. And looks like we will see some more of JoJo Bice tonight.
Well, it looks like the Warriors will continue to pound on this lead then, with keeping. Looks like they have their starting lineup out now.
Yes,
So,
number 30,
they might
Lucy
be-
Roach. Shot is up, no good.
They might be trying to get a dominant win here over the Indians.
Yes, Warriors just packing on points. Correction. Jaden Lammers with a great three. Jaden Lammers now 2 for 2 in the second half. Great three shooting by the Warriors. And pass was not tipped. Warriors will get the ball back. And Warriors just looking to pack on more points on this impressive game for them. Number 35, Lily Hughes subbing in for number 23, Lexi Suka. And subbing in for Oskaloosa is number 24, 15, 32, and number 2. That is Emily Simon, Presley Blomers, Aubrey Blanco. And number 30, Lucy Roach. Warriors now looking to just pack on the lead. JoJo Bice out to Anna Larson. Anna Larson looking for Jaden Lammers. A little trip up down low for Lily Hughes out to the short corner. Ava Johnson, high post. Back out to Hughes. Warriors now looking to set it back up. Good movement by the Warriors, just no open looks yet. And getting the ball into their leading scorer, JoJo Bice. And she takes the three. Oh, and no good. First missed three of the half for JoJo Bice. And a great fight down low and a jump ball. Good fight by number 35, Lily Hughes. And coming in for Oskaloosa is number 12, Sage Adam. And coming in for the Warriors for JoJo Bice, number 24 is number 13, Kenzie Kohlserman. Indians now taking the ball just to get into the 20s, and a timeout called.
Now we look into both of these teams' upcoming games. The Lady Warriors play the Van Meter girls, the Van Meter Bulldogs, excuse me, on the, well, that is their upcoming game, and the Bulldogs are 3-2, 3-0 versus their conference. So, be another challenging game for these Lady Warriors. But
yes, great
coming
matchup for the Warriors.
Coming off of this dominant win we are witnessing here, they have lots of momentum coming in. As for the Indians, they will be playing the Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont girls basketball team. Actually, tomorrow they have a Saturday game versus the Rockets, who are 2-4. So they'll be looking to bounce back and
very mentally
back
tough stretch for the Indians, coming off of a big loss, and hopefully the Warriors can bank and keep the success rolling from this game and have a good winter break, good practices, and just keep this momentum going for the rest of the season. Be looking like a great season for the Warriors. All right, and some discussion by the refs. Halting the time, 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in this fourth quarter and the game. Warriors discussing possibly some game plan down low, maybe some victory dinner spots.
The Warriors opt to bring in Kelsey Damar, called up from JV today, and I think that signals their win here against the Indians. And as you said, they're probably thinking about dinner spots afterwards.
I would be too. And they deserve to eat good after a good win like this.
Anna
Larson with some defense up top.
As the crowd chants in their heads, warm the buses.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that really gotta be disappointed about is the lack of student sections, you know? That's really like the life, that's like the second, it's like the sixth man of the team in a way.
For sure. And maybe this game would be a different outcome if Oskaloosa had their fan section, but
never know. And a sub is in, Lexi Sukup for number 34, Ava Johnson. Indians looking for a big skip pass and a great post score by number 24, Aubrey Blanco. Aubrey Blanco, their leading scorer for the Oskaloosa Indians. All right, Kelsey Dameyer in for the Warriors. Kenzie Korselman up top. Warriors looking for a low post. And a great overhead pass, tipped a little bit, and a little bit of a push on Kenzie Korselman. Does not deter her, though. She herself looking for a low post touch. Back out to Anna Larson, and it'll be an over and back. A lot of young players in here for the Warriors. Freshman Anna Larson, sophomore Kelsey Dameyer, and Lily Hughes. And some good pressure by Anna Larson, tipped away, and some great defense by the Warriors. And a foul is called. The shot was up by number 32. And we do not have her on our program. Casey Johnson, correction. First shot is good for number 32, Casey Johnson. Second shot is up. And no good. Rebound, Anna Larson. Indians looking for a little pressure up top. 50 seconds left to play.
Anna Larson, typically just a defensive piece for this Warriors team, now in garbage time, looking to be more of an offensive impact player.
Yes, and Lexi Sukup with a great drive from high post. Shot is no good, though. Rebound by number 24, Aubrey Blanco. Indians looking to score. Three is up. And no good. Shot was by number 15, Presley Blomers. Rebound, Anna Larson. 25 seconds left to play. Warriors looking for no shot here. Just wanting to run the clock down. And all in all, a great second half for the Warriors, really taking off in that third quarter and just not looking back.
Spanning a 7-point lead into now I believe that's a 39-point lead. Well done here by the Warriors, taking their second win of the season.
And Warriors a great effort by the Warriors. Oskaloosa Indians just falling short in that second half, just kind of lost their flame and lost their motivation. And if you want to tune in a little bit, there will be Schaefer Landit and Dawson Livingston broadcasting the boys game. And tune in for a great game between the Norwalk Warrior boys and the Oskaloosa Indian boys. And for me and Charlie, have a great night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Friday night basketball here at Norwalk High School. We've got the Norwalk Warriors taking on the Oskaloosa Indians. An in-conference matchup here. The first time these two teams will play each other this season. This is a rematch of not last year, but the year prior's state championship, but two teams that are very different from when they were 2 years ago. I'm Schaefer Landon. I'm joined by my partner, Dawson Livingston. We're happy to have you here. So we've got about 8.5 minutes left to go before tip-off, and we're excited for this one. I want to apologize first and foremost for the last two streams that we've had. Haven't been the best tech-wise. I know you haven't been able to hear us, see us, or both. We're working with some new technology, and we think it's working as best as possible. I understand that there's a little bit of a delay. That's our next kink to work out, but we're happy that you're joining us. We love when you guys come to watch. It's something that we love doing, and we're glad that we can bring at least something to you, especially in these times when you can watch your boys, because you can't be here in the gym. We've got a good showing of parents here, and it is jersey night. So people are rocking their jerseys. We got the first little glimpse of a student section we've had all season. Dawson and I are wearing jerseys too. Dawson, who you rocking right now?
I'm rocking the Miami Vice Dwayne Wade jersey, the blue one.
I've got my John Morant College jersey ready to go. Folks, buy your jerseys fake. They're cheaper, I promise you. Anyways, so Dawson's on color, I'm on play-by-play, and before we get going here, we've got, guess what, scouting reports for you. So Dawson, what do you got?
Well, Oskaloosa's best player, I believe, is out tonight, Keaton Flattery. He's out injury-wise. I'm not sure what the injury is, but he's out. So their leading scorer is out for this game. The keys to the game for Oskaloosa, for me, is being able to hit three-pointers. On the year, they're only shooting about 20%, so they're only making about 1 out of every 5 shots. You can't do that against this Norwalk team, especially Norwalk, because Norwalk likes to shoot the lights out from three-pointer. Obviously, a much better three-point shooting team than Oskaloosa. And my other key to the game is being able to shoot, being able to get to the free throw line and draw more fouls. They only average about 12 attempts per game, which is not that many compared to the 93 attempts that the Warriors have on the year from the free throw line. So those are the keys to the game for Oskaloosa. And for the Warriors, being able to limit the amount of turnovers they have, they average 12.6 per game, which is pretty good for a high school team, but obviously could get better. And being able not to get in foul trouble early, they average about 15 fouls per game, which causes them to put some bench players in earlier than they would like to. So yeah, those are the keys to the game I have for both teams.
Awesome. So one thing I've noticed here you've got, Dawson, is, and we know now this year in terms of class, Norwalk is different from them they were last year. We got 4A now. Norwalk is 11th in 4A in scoring at 56.6 points per game, and Oskaloosa isn't quite there. They're 58th out of, I believe you said 61 in 3A.
61 teams.
And they're at 38.3 points per game. That's almost a 20-point difference. Now, maybe Oskaloosa might be a more defensive team, but granted that these 5 guys haven't really played with each other on the floor that much, especially not as much as these Warriors have. What do you think is going to come of that, scoring-wise?
In order for Oskaloosa to win this game, I think that Oskaloosa is going to have to keep this a low-scoring game because obviously they don't have the firepower necessarily that Norwalk does scoring-wise. In order for Oskaloosa to have a chance in this game, they're going to have to keep this game under 50 points. If they get it anything over 50 points, I don't know if Oskaloosa has what it takes to beat the Warriors. And for the Warriors, once they get on a roll in the fast break, this game could get out of hand pretty early, honestly.
I agree with it, and I know you touched on it a little bit, but the loss of Xavier Foster, who was with them last year, who didn't play much, and then Cole Henry. I mean, we saw flashes of it last year, how the Warriors, or not, excuse me, the Warriors, the Indians weren't really able to play that consistent, powerful basketball that they played a year ago, 2 years ago, because of the losses that they had, because of the guys that weren't on the floor for them. And I mean, every team goes through a rebuilding stage, and I think that might be what Oskaloosa's got right now. But they are looking to get a win against a fast-paced blue-collar team like Norwalk, and Norwalk's looking to get a pretty decent record going into break. So Dawson, this being the last game that we're going to have here before Christmas, what can the Warriors do to come out on top and have a good record after tonight? And then what does that mean going into the next part of the season after Christmas?
Well, the one thing that the Warriors could do this game that would they could hang their hat on is their defense. This team may not have the offensive scoring that they did a year ago, obviously with the loss of Bowen Bourne, but this year this team is super athletic, can defend almost every position on the court. So Norwalk, in order for them to hang their hat on something this game, they can rely on their defense, because their defense is what's going to carry them in future games later in this season.
Absolutely. All right, now as we get set to go, I know you went over players to watch a little bit. I think you did. So tell me why Ethan Carlson. I know, at the beginning of the season, he was kind of the expected leading scorer. I think we can all agree in saying that. And that might not be the case now, as Cole Tunender is leading the team at 12.8 points per game. He's had a couple of really good showings. But Ethan still is that hustle player. The only stat line I see him leading in currently is steals per game. He's tied with Larson at 1.6. And we know he is a defensive player as well. But why did you pick Ethan for tonight?
Well, Ethan's a shooter. He was born a shooter. Last year he was a big corner three-point shooter for ours, which helped us win the state championship. I just think Ethan, the stats aren't showing how good of a player he is this year. And some of the threes that he's missing this season, I believe he can make those 9 out of 10 times. So I feel like he could have a big game tonight with right before break, and it's something he can hang his hat on.
For sure, absolutely. Like I said earlier, we're happy to be bringing the game to you. We want to send our thanks to Tim Geyer, Al Lammers, and Steve Wormuskirchen for assisting us in the process of getting this all set up. If you don't like listening to us, well, one, your opinion is wrong, but also I can direct you to KNIA, the radio coverage that is done by today just John Mulwinkle, but also Steve Wormuskirchen, our very own from Norwalk, does that with him as well. If you just want the radio coverage, they also do Central College athletics as well, and they're a great source, especially if you're in your car. That might be a better option. So that's KNIA. They're great to listen to, and they've done a lot of good work. This is their first year here at Norwalk, and I know they're excited to be broadcasting to you as well. Norwalk also wants to recognize Paul Patterson, Denny Hansen, and Mr. Clay down there at the scores table doing PA, book, and clock. They do a great job getting this game to run smoothly. We also want to send our thanks to our athletic trainer, Peter Sand. Coaching for both teams, our recognition will start with the head coach for the Oskaloosa Indians this year is Brandon Lenhart. They've gone through a couple of changes with last year Coach Lenhart had some health issues, so DeJuan Foster took over for a little bit. That's Xavier Foster's father, and he is an assistant coach along with Randy Howard, Eric McGee, and Brian Kime. And then, of course, your Warriors, head coached by Chris Larson. They have been for a while. You should know this. Assistant coaches Andy Howard, Eric Fisher, and Aaron Pelzer, as always. The Big Four, Fab Four.
Yeah, it's been around for 10-plus years together. Good group of coaches.
So as we've went over before, the last time you saw us was last season. It's been a while, and since then we've won a state championship. More to come on that. Now the team is shaping up once this game starts. Let's meet your starters. here we go, the jump. Won by Mr. Joe Brown. The Warriors take the ball first. Something we're going to point out here you don't see a whole often is Oskaloosa. They've got masks on as they're on the floor. I mean, love doing their part, but gosh, I feel for like that. Joe Brown converts the first bucket. 2-0 Warriors, 20 seconds in. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't hear us pregame. Schaefer Landon joined by Dawson Livingston. We're happy to be bringing this game to you tonight, Friday night. Oskaloosa Indians take on your Norwalk Warriors in interconference matchup. Nice shot, Ethan. First time these teams have seen each other. As I was mentioning before the game, we were going to talk about the state championship. Obviously, some pieces missing from that time, but it was fun to watch. You know, we're missing Bowen Bourne, Tyler Johnson, Scott Anderson, all graduated, key pieces to that team. But Norwalk's state title run is unforgettable. The fact that on Friday, the Friday of the championship game, there were no fans in attendance other than like 100 parents for each side. And as Cole Tunender converts there, 4-0 Warriors now coming out of the stretch era, almost a minute in. And, you know, obviously an unforgettable time, the team to win during COVID, if you will. Something that a lot of parents, players, administrators, fans of Norwalk won't ever forget. Really special time for this program. And I'm sure you'll hear us talk about it a lot this season. As a whistle is blown and an early timeout there for the Warriors. I think that was just because there was some defensive pressure there by Oskaloosa. So early in, not a whole lot to talk about after the first minute of the game. But Dawson, it's 4-0. What have you seen that went well for the Warriors starting this game?
Turning their defense into offense, we saw Ethan Carlson get a quick steal, get fouled on the drive, and then we saw them inbound the ball, get the Cole Tunender, get the easy bucket there. So the fast break is what's going to be key for Norwalk in this game. Defense turns into offense for them. Absolutely,
and I agree. You know, and something that was said before the game, we have the privilege of being in the locker room, and Sam Eggers was the team leader today, and he talked about the team being blue collar, being grit, grind, and tough. And you know, I think he was right. I think Norwalk does a good job of that transition offense, and you can't get into transition offense if you don't play good defense. So defense turns into offense. Defense is the best offense. I agree with you, Dawson. I think that blue collar really comes into effect here for the Warriors. And inbounding the ball will be number 32, Charlie North, one of the 5 starters on the floor for Oskaloosa. The other 4 would include Waylon Balabaugh, Carson Gensko, David Nelson, and Cale Holmberg. And that 3 is no good by Gensko, and back the other way come the Warriors. Larson's taking the ball up. It's 4-on-5 currently as Brown gets across the floor. Carlson's in the corner. The Warriors are going to start running their offense here. Tunender's outside. He fakes and then drives. Carlson cuts around in the corner for Sam. That pass is not a very accurate one, and it's tipped by an Indian player, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball as they stack up for an out-of-bounds play. Larson will inbound. Brown is open for 3 on the wing. That one does not go in, and he starts the game 4-for-1. Not a great three-point performance Tuesday night from Brown either. I think he went 0 for 3. But, you know, if he's open, you might as well take him because I've seen him hit him before. Just got to convert sometimes. And if you're missing good shots, there's nothing more you can do because you're still taking good shots. As there's a little fiasco there under the hoop, and a foul is called. And I believe that's on – excuse me. That's on Carlson. That'll be his first, the first team foul for the Warriors. It was a shooting foul, so at the line will be Charlie North, the junior. And the first one goes. Oskaloosa's got their first point up on the board. It's 4-1 Warriors, almost 2 minutes into the first. North converts both of his free throws. He's perfect from the line so far, 2 for 2. The Warriors will take it back the other way. 6 minutes just above and left in the first quarter. Carlson fakes, drives. Eggers is in the corner. He fakes. Lots of ball fakes here by the Warriors. It's working for him, though. Foul's called. It'll be on Oskaloosa. That's on number 24, Cale Holmberg, the senior. It'll be his first, team second. Tunender guarded closely by Balabaugh. Eggers is in the corner. He shoots a three. That one is a little short. Got a good look, though. 5.5 left to go in the first as Oskaloosa takes it back the other way. Larson trying to stay with Gensko. Gensko drives down the middle, passes all the way out to Balabaugh as he drives. Good ball movement by the Indians. Deep three by Nelson, and the Indians are up by 1 now with that tray. 5-4 Indians. And the Warriors will run their post offense as Tunender can't get that one to go in. Back the other way, and a whistle's blown, a foul called. I believe that's on Eggers. That'll be his first, team second. Checking in for the Indians, number 40, London Briggs. Holmberg will sit down, and then in for the Warriors, Max Juergens, the 6th man. He plays a lot of minutes off the bench, but he is the hustle guy for Norwalk. If you've got to pick one that's coming off the bench, Max has contributed to this team for 2 years now, and I'll tell you one thing, he doesn't mind sitting for the beginning of the game because once he gets in there, he knows his role and he plays it well. And whistle is blown, and they'll go back the other way. That's a foul, offensive foul on London Briggs. Not a good start to his game here as he just checked in. That's the 3rd team foul for the Indians. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first. And Juergens drives, he'll hand off to Larson. Good offense by the Warriors here. Eggers was open in the corner, didn't get the ball though. Juergens up top of the key, he'll drive and back out to Eggers. Carlson and down low to Tunender. Good ball movement by the Warriors. Tunender fakes, goes up, player goes down, that one rolls in and out and in and out, and Tunender is no good for the 2nd time tonight down low. Halfway through the first. Up top, North gives it to Gensko. He's in the corner, guarded by Larson. Nice steal by Eggers. And a good pass to Tunender as he goes up and around, and a charge is called. And that was, Charlie North with the defensive effort. Tunender's first foul, 3rd team foul. Evan Borst, Joe Brown, and Reddick Bourne check in for Carlson, Eggers, and Tunender. Reddick Bourne, the younger brother of Bowen Bourne. Reddick just a freshman. Bowen, Mr. Basketball last year, of course. If you don't know that, you probably haven't been paying attention for a while. Reddick coming off the bench for his first year for this Warriors team, but one thing's for certain, he plays tough defense. He gets that open three. He's a very efficient basketball player, and I think his development has a lot of potential. North up top for an open three. No good. Bourne grabs the rebound. Sorry, that was Gensko with the three. My apologies. And Bourne will take point. Juergens, and then Borst in the corner. He's guarded by Briggs. Juergens again. Brown's in the corner. He won't shoot it this time. Back to Juergens, facilitating the offense this time around. Hands it to Borst. Bourne up top. He's guarded by Gensko. Good ball movement once again by the Warriors. That's something that's been fairly consistent in these last few games. Warriors looking to get something going. Good defense by the Indians. Larson's open on the wing for three. That one goes. Grant Larson for the first tray of the game. The Warriors take back the lead, 7-5. They're up by 2. 2:45 left to go in the first, and a three in the corner. That one's no good for number 30. That's David Nelson. Back the other way. Larson in transition. Bourne just under the basket. A floater is good. Nice pass. Nice play. Warriors with the good transition offense. They're up by 4 now. Larson's got to love that. Double dribble. You don't see that a whole lot. Gensko not paying attention to how many times he picks up the ball. Bourne will inbound. 2:19 left to go here in the first. The Warriors up by 4. It's 9-5. Down low to Jurgens. Not a good pass by Brown. Good defense there by, who is that? David Nelson, excuse me. Good poke by Larson as we'll take it back the other way now. Turnover by the Indians. They've had a few of those this quarter. Down low, Borst, good pass to Brown. He's fouled, almost made that. He'll get 2 shots. That foul will be called on Nelson. That's his first. That'll be team's 4th. Brown will shoot 2. He'll get his first look at the free throw line here tonight. He'll miss his first. Brown not the most reliable free throw shooter. Morrow will check in for Larson. Morrow, one of the few juniors that gets minutes here for the Warriors, and he's been very efficient the times that he's been in. He plays really hard. Brown misses both as North will rebound, and Balaba will take point, guarded by Bourne. Minute 50 left to go here in the first. Balaba in the corner for Nelson. That one is no good. Jurgens with the nice defensive rebound. And Bourne again. Morrow, he's picked up by Aiden North. Get his first look into the game as he checked in not long ago. Jurgens down low to Brown. That one's tipped. A kicked ball, excuse me. Hit the foot of North, and it will be inbounded again. And again, Oskaloosa, they've had good hands this first quarter, especially on defense. Good double team by the Indians, and they're getting back for the closeouts as well. A very efficient defense they're playing right now. Brown's down low, he's doubled. Jurgens is open for 3, and it's good. Sometimes you gotta watch it though. This Warriors team can shoot from deep if you leave them open, and Jurgens has done that fairly frequently this year. He hits his first bucket from the wing. 12-5, Warriors lead by 7. Under a minute left to go here in the first. Balaba will drive, kicks it into the corner for Nelson. Briggs with the screen on Borst. Nelson drives, stolen by Bourne. Drives on the left. Blocking foul call, and he makes the bucket, and one for Reddick. Bourne, the freshman, he'll go to the line, get a chance for one more, try to convert a 3-point play. That foul is on Balaba. That's his first foul. It'll be the 5th team foul for Oskaloosa as Tunender checks in for Max Jurgens, and Carlson will check in for Evan Borst. Bourne will get 1. And he'll make 1. 36.9 left to go here in the first. It's a 10-point lead, 15-5 Warriors. Nelson's in the corner. Balaba. Taken away by Morrow, jumping the passing lanes. The Warriors have had plenty of steals this game. He'll go up, and that one was too hard, but a whistle blowing, another foul called. I think that's on Briggs. I think that's his 3rd. Excuse me, 2nd. 6-team foul, however. Morrow will shoot 2, as it is just shooting foul. He'll make his first. And checking back in for the Indians is Carson Gensko, and Balaba will have a seat for the first time today. Morrow makes the second. He's perfect from the line to start the game. Ticking down, 16 seconds left to go here in the first as Oskaloosa will try to get the last bucket. They now trail by 12. 10 seconds left to go. Nelson's in the corner. He's guarded by Carlson. Good defense there. Number 14, Aiden North. Good defense by Bourne. North stumbles, and no bucket. Good tight defense by Reddick. Bourne to end the first quarter. 12-point lead, as I said, 17-5. Dawson, what's happening?
Well, Norwalk has taken advantage of Oskaloosa's loose passes. They're getting easy pick sixes. They've had 3 or 4 buckets where they've just stolen it, and then they've gone right for layups. Reddick Bourne had the and one on that. And Norwalk's just been playing really sound defense. They've only allowed 1 field goal made, and the other 2 points were free throws. Norwalk's just playing really well. Like I said in the pregame, the one thing that Norwalk can do is hang their hat on their defense. Their defense is what's going to carry this team later season.
Blue-collar basketball is what the Warriors have been playing and are playing right now. This is a tough team. I'm pleased. Dawson is pleased. I bet the coaching staff is pleased with how this team has come out and played. Not a great showing, even though we got the W against Lewis Central. But this is fun basketball to watch, this transition basketball. I think we can both agree on that. And that is something that the Warriors have been so good at. I think Bowen Bourne implemented once he first started leading the team, and it's stayed here after he's graduated. And it's the type of basketball that Norwalk has been meant to play, and it's what makes us good. And like I said before, it's very entertaining to watch. As we start the second quarter, as I said before, 17-5, the Warriors lead. It's a 12-point game. Oskaloosa will start with the ball. And looking ahead, Dawson, Oskaloosa trying to get back into this game, what's got to happen?
Well, like I said, as our key to the game was Oskaloosa needs to make three-pointers and they need to get to the foul line. Well, their only points that they have was making an open three-pointer and getting to the foul line, getting easy free throws. In order for Oskaloosa to have a chance, they also have to limit Norwalk's scoring, because I don't think Oskaloosa has much of a chance if they let Norwalk score about 60 points, like what they're on pace for. Oskaloosa's got to keep this in the 40s in order for them to have a chance.
Absolutely. Norwalk scoring 56.6 points per game. That's the 11th best in 4A. And Oskaloosa has been allowing 53 points. So pretty consistent there. Norwalk would be close to on track to scoring that if they stay consistent with their scoring. And I agree with you. If they score 50, 60 points per game, it's not going to be easy to stop them, especially if you're not putting any defensive pressure. We've got a minute played here in the second. Ooh, I don't know about that. It looked like a walk to me.
Extra step, maybe.
James Harden in the flesh. In the corner is Genskow. He's guarded by Larson. Good defense. Not anymore as Genskow drives. He gets to the lane, but Carlson takes that one away. A terrible pass by Genskow. Good pass by Carlson. Oh, that one is swatted. I think they called a foul there. Eggers got shut down, but it's got to be clean for it to mean anything. So Eggers is going to go to the line as Aiden North gets that foul. It's his first foul of the game, but the team's seventh, and Norwalk is in the bonus.
That's a nice shot by Carlson at the end of that nice little corner three that he picked up.
It was. It was a shame it didn't count. Eggers makes his first. Eggers the captain for the night. Each night, Larson chooses somebody to lead the team, and I couldn't think of anybody better than Sam Eggers to have that role. Sam has had, out of anybody out on the floor or on the bench, the longest tenure on this varsity basketball team. He started his sophomore year 2 years ago, played in the state championship, and then had a pretty slow off-season last year, or a pretty long off-season last year, as he was out indefinitely the entire season with an injury he got in football. And, Sam could have hung his head, but instead he came back and he played hard and he worked hard during the time that he wasn't playing. And here he is starting for the Warriors, starting for Coach Larson. And I think everybody expected that for Sam, just being a hard worker in himself. 19-5 now for the Warriors after those free throws by Eggers.
And for most players, after an injury like what he had, tearing his ACL, you just put your head down and you would stop trying and be like, oh, my season's over, my high school career is over. Sam put his nose to the ground and he rehabbed, got to play, or is now getting to start. He probably would have started last year at the beginning of the season or end of the season had he not torn that ACL, but that just shows how hard of a worker Sam Eggers is.
Absolutely, and it can be especially disappointing. The year he didn't play was the year that Norwalk won the state championship, and I know Sam would have had a very big role in that team. He may have even started, depending on how things went, and that's extra reason to hang your head and be upset about your position, but he didn't do that. He's not that person, and everybody recognizes that, I hope, because it's very apparent how hard of a worker he is as Tunender turns that one over. Balaba drives. He's doubled down there in the lane. That's Nelson open for three. That one is good. Nelson hits, and it's an 11-point lead now for the Warriors as they'll chip away at it slowly. 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Nice pass. Carlson down low. He can't finish, though. Good defense by Briggs. Nelson takes a deep one, and that one is no good. Heat check, I'd say. Carlson, Tunender, and Larson throwing the ball around here. Good ball movement by the Warriors. Eggers will drive, goes up and out. No good. Warriors getting good looks but can't finish down low.
That's one thing that the Warriors have been struggling with this year. As a team, I believe they're only shooting 42% from the field, which isn't like them. This team is a 48, 49% shooting team. I mean, the stats don't indicate how good this team really is at shooting the ball.
I agree with you. In the corner, Tunender. Carlson, he'll fake, won't shoot. Brown's down low, guarded by Nelson. A little mismatch there, but the double will come. And finds Eggers in the corner. He is open. No good. Eggers is 0 for 2 from 3. Checking in for the Indians, Holmberg, and checking in for the Warriors, Reddick Bourne and Max Juergens. Larson will inbound for the Warriors. There's a ball switch there. You got to sanitize this thing now. Different world we live in.
Good job, Oski. Keep it up. Good D. Play hard.
Oh, man, it's a little unfamiliar to see the masks on the players here as the Indians taking that extra precaution as they may have had an outbreak in the district. Foul called. Juergens will shoot 2, and that one will be on David Nelson. That'll be his second and team's 8th, I believe. Juergens makes his first. Juergens and Tunender, both some of the most reliable free throw shooters for bigs that we've seen in a few years for the Warriors. Juergens doesn't make his second. I think I jinxed him there.
You might have.
I'm pretty good at that. Nelson's in the corner. Passes all the way across to North. He goes up. No good. Good defense post-wise by the Warriors. Bourne. He'll be open. Transition. Tunender with the foul. That one is good. Nice play by Tunender. Warriors now lead by 14, 22-8. They're holding the Indians to under 10 points in the first half with 3.5 minutes left to go, and they'll get another turnover there. The Indians will, as the Warriors take another one away. They got plenty of steals. Bourne, Larson, back to Bourne. Good ball movement again by the Warriors. They love to pass it around the perimeter. Carlson gets by his man. He'll drive. No good again. He can't finish under, having some trouble. Defensively, the Oskaloosa Indians have been playing fairly well under the basket. They just can't keep the ball in their hands. They need to protect the ball more, and that'll probably get the lead to cut down a little bit, I'd say.
Well, I'd say probably half of Norwalk's points are just off of pick sixes, easy layups down the floor for Norwalk. If you stop those and stop the passes that are in the air for a long time, I mean, heck, Oskaloosa might have they could be leading in this game. Like, example right there.
Larson with the bucket. Grant Larson has been a very decent leader on the floor. He's a floor general for the Warriors. Timeout there by the Indians. Larson is leading the team in assists per game. He's got 3.2. He's also co-leading the team in steals with 1.6 and leading the team in three-point field goals made with 1.4. Larson also having the performance of his career, at least up until now, in the state championship game. I believe he had 14 points, which made all the difference against SBL in that 2-point very narrow win. Being Coach Larson's son, you know, there can be some bias or some, you know, in certain programs there could be some bias or maybe some extra hard coaching on Larson, but I think the chemistry between Coach Larson and his son Grant is very decent. Dawson, what do you see in that relationship between the two?
Well, obviously they're father-son duo, so some people might see this as a little bias, like you said, but Grant's ability to be extremely coachable, knowing that his dad is the coach, is what's key for this Warriors team. I remember last year when we played Ballard in the state semifinal game, we weren't doing that greatest, so he went over to Grant and said, Grant, I got to put someone else in. You're not having the greatest game. and Grant was totally acceptable with that, totally cool with that, and Norwalk ended up winning that game because he was accepting of his role. And then the next game, we saw him, in my opinion, be player of the game in the state championship game. And that's what helped the Warriors win the state championship.
Absolutely 100% agree with you, and that's something that Grant is known for, knowing his role. And you know what his role is? His role is leader now. Maybe not last year, but now it is definitely leader. Leading the team in certain stat categories and being able to run the Warriors offense, which can be very, very chaotic at times. Grant is a floor general, and he has the offensive skill set to be able to take this team over the top, and he has done it on multiple occasions, and he has a ring on his finger to show it. So with that timeout here by the Warriors, what do you think was the topic of conversation?
I mean, for the Warriors, just keep putting your head down and keep playing defense, keep getting those pick sixes, because those are getting you quick and easy points. And for Oskaloosa, you just got to stop throwing those passes that are up in the air for a while. I mean, they're struggling scoring the ball. I mean, they have 2 3-pointers and 2 free throws, so Oskaloosa's got to be more careful with the basketball. That's a good pass right there. But Oskaloosa's just got to take care of the ball better.
Speaking of which, jump ball down low. Good aggressive defense there by Reddick Bourne, and position arrow points to the Indians. They will get the ball back. Morrow and Brown will check in for Larson and Tunender. 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. 24-8, Warriors lead by 16. Oh, my apologies, it is Warrior basketball.
This Warrior team may not be as high scoring as you've seen the previous years, obviously, with teams like with Ball and Bourne and Luke Vasky, but this team is probably one of the best defensive teams that we've had in a long time. No disrespect to the previous teams, but this team plays the most sound and fundamental defense that we've had in a long time for Warrior basketball.
I think tonight is a great example. Morrow will get his second shot at the free throw line. He's perfect so far. My goodness, I just need to stop doing that, don't I?
I think so.
Jurgens with the follow, can't finish. Good play, though, and another foul. Oskaloosa is getting real scrappy down low, and they're in the bonus. They're having some foul trouble. Brown will get his second shot at the line. He's 0 for 2.
That's one thing Oskaloosa can hang their hat on tonight. I mean, when the Warriors have had to run their half-court offense and they've got it down in the post, they haven't really been making a whole bunch of their layups. That's one thing that Oskaloosa got to be hanging their hat on, because if Norwalk's making those layups, this game could have been ugly.
Brown makes his first of this set. He's now 1 for 3. That is Carson Genskow checking in for the Indians, as Aiden North will take a seat. Brown is now 50% from the line, making both this time around. 1:50 left to go here in the second. 26-8. It's a 18-point lead here for the Warriors. They're growing it ever so slowly. Oskaloosa having a tough time holding on. Nelson all the way across to Balaban. And in the corner is Briggs. He'll take the shot. Won't go. Good closeout there by Morrow. Genskow gets the rebound. In the corner again for Nelson. Doubled. Balaban. Genskow taken away again by Morrow. He's got 2 steals now on the right side. The layup can't finish. Good defense there to take the ball back by Oskaloosa. Nelson. Oskaloosa not playing terrible defense today's game. They just can't hold on to the ball. I think we mentioned that a couple times. Down low, the finish by Holmberg over Brown as a minute left to go here in the second. A 16-point game back 2, and 26-10 is the score.
Now, if Oskaloosa keeps having offense like that, they could very easily cut this lead in half and put themselves in a good position to start the second half.
Especially with the decent defense they're playing. Warriors not shooting a great percentage, but they've just had the ball more, and that's been the correlation to why they're winning. Borst under the bucket. He traveled, says the referee. Good finish, but you got to watch your feet, and they'll go back the other way. 41.3 left to go here in the first half. Bolaba guarded by Bourne. Briggs. Genskow. Around Holmberg and Brown. Can't finish. Actually, it hit nothing. That was an air ball. 20 seconds left. Warriors look to get the last shot. They lead by 16. Time ticking, 5 seconds left. Morrow tries to get open. He goes up and around and looked like some contact there. No call. 1.9 left to go. Enough time for the Warriors to get a shot off as they will inbound. Carlson and Larson will sub in here for this last second. Morrow and Borst will have a seat here to end the half.
Think about all the points that Norwalk could have if they just finish those easy layups.
The lob. Carlson can finish. Count the bucket, and he's fouled and one. Ethan Carlson, talk about a way to end the half as he'll go back to the line. A chance to convert a three-point play. The referees will talk it over. That play works a lot of the time for the Warriors.
Ethan using his all-state wide receiver skills on that catch and shot.
Congratulations to Ethan, by the way, if you didn't know. Wonderful football player as well. He can run track too, but he'll tell you he doesn't like it. Referee's talking something over, and count the bucket, he says. Foul on London Briggs, I believe, and that'll be his third if that is who it's on. Chance to put the team up by 19 to leave the first half. Let's see if he can do it.
Looks like they added about half a second back on the clock.
Plenty of time. Carlson can't make it. Ball's tipped. Time runs out again. And that'll be it for the first half for the Warriors. 28-10. Oh, don't go anywhere. I see you standing up. You sit right back down and listen to Dawson talk about the game. Dawson, what do you got?
Well, for Norwalk right now, they can hang their hat on their defensive end. They've been getting easy pick sixes, which is probably about 10 or 12 points right there for Norwalk. And for Oskaloosa, they just got to take better care of the ball. I mean, they probably had like 6 or 7 turnovers where they're just throwing it in the passing lane, and Norwalk's taking those for easy pick sixes. And for Oskaloosa, one thing you can hang your hat on is you're playing really good post defense tonight. You're not allowing Norwalk to get easy layups, and you're not allowing them to make that many threes. I believe we've only had like 2 or 3 three-pointers made for Norwalk. So that's one thing that you can hang your hat on for Oski.
We got almost 100 points.
Absolutely. So as I said before, 28-10. Wow, did you see Fisher run across the court like that?
I did, and that was incredible speed right there.
He is moving.
0 to 60 speed right
Everyone on this Warrior basketball team is hustling, even the assistant coaches. That is amazing.
We love to see it.
So Dawson, a little halftime conversation here, and you guys be sure to talk amongst yourselves there at home. It is jersey night tonight. Parents showing out, students showing out, wearing their favorite jerseys. Some of them are mine, I will add. Favorite jersey of all time, not player. I'm not talking about player. What is the best looking basketball jersey of all time? High school, college, whatever, NBA, any jersey that you've ever seen. What is the best looking jersey?
Well, I'll do my college one, then I'll do my pro one. My college one is Iowa's yellow out this year. I love the yellow out jerseys and the blackout jerseys. And for all time, I'm a big Cavs fan, and there's something about like the 07, 08 blue Cavalier jerseys throwback. Those are probably my favorite jerseys of all time, or the new Miami Vice jerseys. Those are probably my favorite jerseys of all time.
The new ones are pretty good looking. I think for me, I love, and I see it right now, Charlie Poppins, shout out. He does the girls' games. You got to listen to him too. The purple Prince version Timberwolves jerseys. Now, they sucked when they wore those jerseys. They were terrible, but they are a great looking jersey. It's just purple's not their team color, but it does look real nice. Historic-wise, I do love the whiteout 2012-13 Miami Heat jerseys. My favorite basketball game of all time is the Game 6 of the 13 NBA Finals. And yes, I know, Schaefer, they weren't wearing those jerseys then, but they wore those jerseys for most of that season. All white jerseys. Something about the blandness of just all white gets me going. I really loved those jerseys. And then, I'm a Memphis Grizzlies fan, so I got to take the throwback Vancouver jerseys, as well as the new city jerseys. I think they look nice. You got to check out Ohio State's jerseys, the red jerseys this year. They don't get talked about a lot, but I was watching them on TV the other day, and I was like, those are, very simple but good-looking jerseys. You know what? I'm just a fanatic for jerseys, if you know me. So something I enjoy. I hope you guys get a kick out of the parents wearing these jerseys. Shout out to Jason Brown wearing his vintage Central basketball jersey. That looks great, Jason, if you ever watch this. Anyway. Oh, I'm getting a Brandon Hoke, ladies and gentlemen. Purple Phoenix Suns 90s. You know what? I was wanting to order one of those. I'm not a Charles Barkley fan, but I could get somebody else. The purple Phoenix Sun 90s jerseys with that ray of sunshine across and the rays around the basketball. You know what, Brandon? I agree. That is a great choice. The rest of you guys, we love to get your comments on the stream. You are able to comment, I believe. So please do. We want to hear from you guys. Just right there. Tell us your favorite jersey. Great addition there, Brandon. I do love the Phoenix Suns 90s jerseys. I also want to add the Phoenix Sun jerseys from the early and late 2000s. The Steve Nash, the orange jerseys, the PHX jerseys. Something about simplicity also sometimes. And you know what? These pinstriped Bulls jerseys. There's Kyan Tompkins running across there. He's wearing my very own Scottie Pippen jersey. Great looking jersey as well. The pinstripes of the black Chicago Bulls from the 90s. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I don't think there is a bad jersey out there.
There are some.
You know what? There are some less good jerseys. I don't think there are any bad jerseys. And you can disagree with me. But I'm not gonna pay attention. So as we get set to go here, about 5.5 minutes left to go in halftime. We've got a lot of basketball going on around us, and we're very thankful for such privileges as in today's world. It's something that could very easily be taken away from us. So we've got college basketball, Iowa Hawkeyes. Holy cow, Dawson! I know you're a huge fan. And then the NBA starting up here on Tuesday. Dawson and I have got our fantasy league going.
Yep.
What a world we're living in, but we get to watch some basketball, and there's nothing better. So we thank you guys once again for joining us. We're glad that you can watch basketball in these tough times we're living in. We're happy that some people can be here, but you know what? You guys are still watching our boys play, no matter where you are. I know we've got some people in California and Florida, I was told. Wonderful to have you guys as well. We're glad to be streaming everywhere. Thanks once again for joining us. We're going to take about a 2-minute break. We'll be right back here at 2.5. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for the second half. Hey, you, yes you at home, in your kitchen, on your couch, in front of your computer, in your car, wherever you're watching or listening from, we want to welcome you back. We got 2 minutes left to go here before we get to the second half. Dawson Livingston, I'm Schaefer Landit. You know us, we know you. We want to thank you guys for listening to us for the past 4 years. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Again, we apologize for the timing between our voices and the game. I know it's like a couple seconds off, but it's better than last game, you know, when you couldn't even hear us. We're working it out, and we thank you guys for bearing with us. Minute and a half left to go. Seems like I ask this question a lot. Dawson, what do you think? Dawson, what's going on? But I mean, we like to hear it from you. So Dawson, you know, as we get set to go here, we talked about Oskaloosa not being able to control the basketball offensively. They're playing decent defense, but they can't hold on to the ball. And Norwalk's not able to finish a whole lot, but they've been holding the basketball a lot more than Oskaloosa has, just because they've been able to take care of it. They've had less turnovers. So what's going on? What do you think both coaches have talked about in terms of how each team can come out on top? You know, Oskaloosa's got an 18-point lead to get back on.
Well, for the Warriors, I'll start with, they just need to start making their layups. They could almost put this game out of reach if they could just make their simple post layups. And for Oskaloosa, they just got to be more careful with the basketball. I mean, I would assume, I haven't been keeping stats this game, but I'd assume they have like 8 or 9 turnovers that have just been pick sixes, easy layups for us. So in order for Oskaloosa to have a chance, they got to move the basketball, they have to take care of the basketball, and they have to just be able to get open threes, which I know is tough against the Norwalk defense. Easier said than done, but yeah, that's what I gotta say.
That's what he's got to say. We're getting ready to go here, second half.
Indians will get the ball to start the third quarter and the second half. Genskow turns it over, out of bounds, Norwalk basketball.
Akers will inbound to Larson. Starters back on the floor for both teams. Down low to Brown. He's guarded by Nelson. Pass to Tunender, up and in on the left side. Brown to Tunender. Like I said earlier, Cole leading the team in points per game. He's got 12.8 as we played a handful of games here to start 2020 to 2021 season. That's a basket by Charlie North. Minute played here in the third. Genskow down low to Bolaba. Contact, but no whistle. He'll get it back. Nelson's open in the corner for three. That one hits nothing. Another rebound there, this time by Holmberg. Out of bounds, Warrior basketball. Last touch by the boys in maroon. Tunender is in the corner. He'll drive to his right. Brown, Carlson, all on the right side. He goes around everyone but can't finish. Runs into 87 and a half people. Foul called. That one is on Holmberg. Third personal foul, first team foul of the half. Carlson will shoot 2. First one goes. So does the second. If you didn't watch, first of all, shame on you, but the girls had a pretty hefty win just prior to this game. Coverage by Landon Edwards and Charlie Poppins. You guys should listen to them too. They're the future of Norwalk broadcasting once Dawson and I get old and leave this place. Great showing by the Lady Warriors and Coach Jill Martin as they take the W. They've had a few wins to start the season. I'm not sure what their record is, but that's pretty decent. It's better than a few years prior.
I believe they're 2-5 on the year. I could be wrong on that.
Which is better than years prior.
Yes, improvement, definitely.
A good offensive production there for the Warriors. 34-14. It is now a 20-point game. Three-pointer, Nelson. That one goes. He's had a few of those today. Down to 5 minutes left to go here in the third. Tunender to Eggers. He's on the wing. He'll take a 3. That one goes. Sam Eggers 4-3. They get those points right back and back to a 20-point game. A whistle is blown, a foul called. That one's on Eggers. Checking in for the Indians, Aiden North, and coming in for the Warriors is Borst and Juergens. And I'll tell you one thing, Dawson, I don't know the statistics on this, but I think Evan Borst is one of the highest rebounding guards in 4A. I mean, at least in our conference for sure, but he's up there. I've seen him scrap for that ball. He comes down with it almost every time he's under there. I mean, his percentage is really high for rebounding.
And I believe on Monday when we played Lewis Central, I believe he had 4 offensive rebounds as a guard, which was the highest on the team. And I think he finished with 6 rebounds as a guard, which I think was second to either Joe Brown or Cole Tunender.
So a timeout called by Oskaloosa, and now Dawson. It's an 18-point game, pretty consistent to what it was in the second quarter, but both teams are hitting threes. What's got to happen for either team to come out on top?
Well, to start the half so far, Oskaloosa's taken way better care of the ball than they did in the first half. Norwalk hasn't gotten as many pick sixes as they have passed, and for the Warriors, they've actually been turning the ball over 2 or 3 times when they've run the offense so many times, and that's something they usually don't do. But in order for Oskaloosa, again, I've been saying this many times, but in order for Oskaloosa to get back in this game, they got to get some stops on defense, get a streak of stops going. They can't let Norwalk score 50, 60 points. Otherwise, this game's going to get out of hand.
4.5 minutes left to go here in the third. If you're not already, we invite you to follow the Norwalk basketball program on Twitter. Just type in Norwalk basketball. You'll find us for updates on games. If you can't make it, links to the streaming so you can watch us, because you love us, right? Right? Anyway, and, like info about cancellations, with today's world that we live in, as well as like team leader info night on a nightly basis. So, just a more closer interaction with the team, and I know that's what you want. So Norwalk basketball on Twitter is the place to be. Give us a follow. Shout out to Eric Fisher, our assistant coach, for the commission of that social media page. He does a good job. Juergens is wide open for 3. Wide right, though. He misses.
Even though he missed that one, he's shooting the best percentage on the team for 3-pointers this year. I believe he came in this night shooting 6 of 10, which is 60%, the best shooting for 3-pointer. And what's even crazier is that he's a post, so you wouldn't really expect him to make all those 3-pointers and not only miss 4.
Borst down low, he'll convert. Yeah, no, I'm glad you pointed that out, because I remember last year, Juergens, he didn't score a whole lot in general, and if he did, it was in the post, because he is a post. And so him shooting the 3 ball is something different for him, but it's working for this Warriors offense. It's very efficient. Like you said, he's the highest, percentage-wise, he's the best shooting player on the team behind the arc. And you know, I don't think anybody would have expected that coming into the game, into the season.
He gives a great spark off the bench. He's a great six-man. He almost, I know this is a great example, like ability-wise, but he reminds me of the Clippers last year and how they had two really good bench players off the bench. They had Montrezl Harrell and they had Lou Williams. Max kind of reminds me of Montrezl Harrell plus three-point ability.
If it did exist, and I was able to, I would vote Juergens for the sixth man of the year for whatever I could. 4A basketball, a little Hawkeye Conference, anything. I mean, I you know, I don't watch everybody else's often, but he gets it going. He's got a hustle play, style of play, and you know what? I think it is his role to be a sixth man. Even though he does score more than some guys who start, it fits him well.
I would say he's the steady Eddie of the team.
Oh, for sure.
Consistently getting you 8-9 points a game. That's what you like to see off the bench.
I think he's averaging about 8 on the season.
Yes.
2:15 left to go here in the third. Warriors running their pass and cut outside the three-point line. It works a lot. You'd be surprised for how simple it is. Bourne is open. He'll give it back to Juergens. Jump stop and over. Wedgie. We've got our first wedgie of the season, ladies and gentlemen. It's so rare. Wow.
Great athleticism by Waylon Bowenbaugh right there.
Guys, you know what? It's been a long time since I've seen a high school basketball game with a wedgie.
Especially calling one too.
Right in, it stuck right in there. It was perfect. It was like you know. You know what? I don't have an analogy for that one. I apologize. I let you down. Back to the game. Larson will give it to Bourne. Oh, good fake. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was a great fake.
And an offensive foul on Tunender. It'll go the other way. That's his third personal. He's got to watch himself. 5 will get him to sit down. Coach Larson might be looking at that. He's asking the ref about it. You know what? I don't necessarily agree either, but it wasn't blatantly obvious.
It was a up in the air call in my opinion. It could have really gone either way.
A hard screen there by Briggs if you didn't see it, and the ball goes everywhere. Everybody's on the floor, and a stoppage in play, and that's Tunender's fourth now. An off-ball foul, and checking in now is Morrow and Brown, and Tunender's going to sit for a while, some foul trouble. Good play by Juergens, almost knocks the ball out on Oskaloosa. That'll be a Warrior ball, and if you didn't see it, you're missing out, but Tunender had a posterizer dunk the other night, a week ago on Monday in Winterset. And, you know, I've been watching Norwalk basketball for as long as I've been able to understand how the game works. And I've never seen a dunk like that at the high school level in person. That was the most athletic thing I've seen from a Warriors post in a long time. And it was the #1 dunk of the week, was it, for Iowa? Yeah. So in Iowa, yeah. So I invite you to find that. It's all over the internet. It'll make your night, I promise. Minute left to go here in the third.
We talk about that dunk that he had, but that night Cole Tunender had a great game. I believe he had 22 points that game.
It was 22, yep.
Led the team in scoring. That's what he's capable of on this team. He's a great stretch 4 for us. Can hit the 3 ball, can drive, can pass it like really good for a big man. So, and he's excited to watch this year.
For sure, and you know what? And Larson has talked about his development, and so have we. I don't think that I would have predicted Cole to be even in the top 3 for scoring this year for the Warriors, but he's leading the team and very efficiently as well. I mean, he's had a couple down games, but when he scores, he scores. He's doing a good job tonight too. He's just running into some foul trouble. Brown down low.
And for him, he started off last year started the first 6 games, and then Coach Larson realized there needed to be a change. Cole wasn't doing as well as he had hoped, and so Cole, being the great player and great teammate that he is, accepted his role, went to the bench for the rest of the season, and was
Whoa!
a big factor on why we won the championship last year.
An acrobatic finish by Brown. That's something you see in the circus. And one. That was incredible. I don't know how he did that. Wegner will check in for the first time today. And Larson will start using his bench more. He thinks he's got this game. Brown will have a chance to convert. He had an and one yesterday on Tuesday that put the team ahead, I believe. Got him going. He misses the free throw, but Juergens gets the second chance bucket, and instead of getting 3, they get 4. How about that? That's a bargain, if you ask me. 25 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 43-21, the Warriors lead. Nelson, he'll miss that one. He's been shooting from the 3 all right. I think he's at like 40% on the night. Can't convert that time. He was covered a little bit. I think that was a heat check. That foul was on. Well, I can't be on Briggs. I think the PA was incorrect. There was a foul, but it wasn't on Briggs. "14 seconds left to go here in the third. Oskaloosa looking for the last shot, and foul called. That one's on Carter Parks, the senior.
You know, the score is what it is, but this entire game I have heard the Oskaloosa parents with so much excitement and joy for their team.
They're getting to watch basketball. Nothing more exciting. 43-21 is your score after 3. 1 left to go. 7 fouls for Oskaloosa, 4 for Norwalk. 3 of those are on Tunender this half. So Cole's into foul trouble. Is that going to mean anything for the Warriors coming down the stretch? Is this game already taken care of? What's going on, Dawson?
Well, I mean, the good thing about this team is we have a lot of depth. So even with Cole having 3 fouls, they still have guys like Max Juergens, they have like Joe Brown, other post players that can make an impact. So even though the loss of Cole Tunender for the majority of the third quarter was huge, it won't be as big because of the other depth on this team.
Again, if you don't like listening to us, you can listen to John Mowinkle. He's on KNIA. He's the radio version of what we do. I won't lie, he's a lot more experienced, but hey, or go both ways. You know, if you're in your car, listen to John. If you're at home, listen to us. We thank you for being here.
I mean, we now have 4 years of experience.
Well, yeah, we've had almost 4 years now of being with you guys, and you know what? That is amazing. We thank you for that. Not a lot of high school programs have this opportunity for kids, and I'll tell you one thing. You know, this isn't about me. This is about the players and about you guys watching basketball. But you know, I'm planning on doing this as a career, or at least in college, and I don't think I would have if it wasn't for Mike Grubb and the Warrior program for giving me this opportunity. And so I thank you guys for continuing to listen to us. I know Dawson does as well. And you know what? I'm glad that this is now something that Warrior fans get to listen to and Norwalk students get to participate in, as I know it was very helpful for me in finding my path, and I know it will be for somebody else down the road. We just started the fourth quarter. The Warriors with another steal and the Indians with another turnover. That's been the story tonight. A legal screen called. Let's see who that's on. That one's on Joe Brown, a legal screen. 6-team foul. Genskow checks in for Oskaloosa. Oskaloosa's 1-3 on the season, not doing too hot, and I think after this they'll be 1-4. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm speaking too soon.
Let's hope it's not a jinx, like your free throw predictions for tonight.
Yeah, you know what, Dawson? I think I have some secret curse that when I say something, the opposite happens. So maybe being a play-by-play guy isn't the best career. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
That foul's on Eggers. Aiden North is at the line. It's 43-21, your Warriors lead. Free throw's no good. Rebound by Carlson. Back to Larson. They'll take it down the other end. The Warriors are pushing their offensive screen by Juergens. Carlson will give it to Max. Finds Ethan in the corner. Down low. Bad pass to Brown. A travel. He was trying to control it, and oh, that travel's on Oskaloosa. They got the ball there for a minute. Another turnover. Larson will inbound, tries to lob it to Carlson. That hits the back of the basketball hoop, and it'll go the other way. Holmberg will shoot. First one doesn't go. It was 1-1. Larson with the rebound. The Warriors will take it back the other way. Their transition offense has worked well today. Carlson goes up, and a foul call. That one will be on Cale Holmberg. Indians will have 8. And he is fouled out of the game, Holmberg. Carlson will shoot, too, as it was a shooting foul. Checking in for the Indians, Charlie North. And for the Warriors will be Tunender after the free throws. Carlson misses his first. Cole will check in, and sitting will be Juergens. Those of you who can get your hands on some vouchers, we'd love you to join us tomorrow for the varsity reserve game against DCG right here in the same gym. Dawson and I will be suiting up. If you want to see something entertaining, it's Dawson and I in basketball jerseys.
I mean, we are retired basketball players in this program, technically.
Whoa, oh, absolutely. It's like the celebrity all-star game. You know, that's what I think of it as. Haven't gotten our minutes yet, but we're waiting. And when we do, look out. And you know it'll be your last chance to see a Norwalk basketball game until after Christmas, so I'm telling you, those vouchers are valuable. Travel, Carlson, turnover. 6:10 left here in regulation, 44-21. It's a 23-point game. And it has been for quite a while. North. It's an arm bar foul called on Grant Larson. North will shoot. Boris will check in for Carlson. And a timeout here, Oskaloosa. All right, 6 minutes left to go here. Game's getting a little out of hand. 23-point lead for the Warriors here. Look back at, times prior when we played Oskaloosa. I'm thinking of, when we've been involved. Obviously, we lost to them in the state championship. I remember the game where, I'm sorry if you're listening, Tyler, Foster, had that game-changing dunk. I haven't seen anything like that in a while other than, two-nenders. But, we beat them in years past too. Dawson, how do the teams differ? What have we got now? What do you think is going on, especially for the future of the Indians?
Well, for Oskaloosa, it was just 2 years ago that they had both Cole Henry and Xavier Foster. I mean, those are two D1 players. I mean, Henry's obviously at UNI. suiting up there, and then Foster actually getting some action there up at Iowa State. So it's hard to recover as a team when you lose 2 D1 basketball players. So I understand the struggle that they're going through, the little rough patch that they're going through for their basketball season.
North makes his first, and yeah, Oskaloosa rebuild mode is what they've got now, and you know what? That's okay. 'Cause that's fun to watch too. It's fun to watch a young core get together and start to develop. And you know, you're not going to win every one, and you're not going to have winning seasons sometimes, but they're doing the best they can. And you know, Oskaloosa still is a great basketball program we've seen in the past. They just got to get there. Down low, Tunender, good pass by Eggers. Tunender fakes and then goes up, and that one is in. Nice offensive play by the duo of Eggers and Tunender.
I mean, if it wasn't for them, we could be talking about Norwalk being back-to-back state champs.
Three-peat.
We could be going for a 3-peat.
Potentially, yeah. That three is good by Bullaba. Not a good pass there. North takes that one away. Goes up and over Eggers. Oh, I don't know about that one. A foul called there. That one will be on Sam. North will be back at the line. You hear Coach Larson saying, let's get to our spots. Was some late defensive positioning by the Warriors, but I thought Eggers was pretty straight up there. Call's a call. North makes his first. Cuts the lead down to 19. The Warriors are now have 10 team fouls. Oskaloosa will shoot 2 every time. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the game. Tunender up, not good. Gets the rebound though, and he'll go up again and gets a second chance bucket.
I got a feeling for about half a second that he was going to do another.
Yeah, I know.
posterized dunk.
My heart stopped there for a minute. I agree with you. I think we're kind of thinking that every time he goes up now. I was surprised that night. My life flashed before my eyes.
I mean, we know he's capable of stuff like that, but to see it done in a game when the game wasn't won yet, this game was still a close game.
Believe me, after he did that, the game was won. Genskow takes a corner 3. It's good. Oskaloosa been shooting the 3-pointer decently in the second half. Will it be enough to get them back into the game? They're now down by 18. They're cutting the lead down a little bit. They were down by 23 not long ago. Brown fakes and then goes up over 2 defenders. Joe Brown with a finish. Back to a 20-point game. It's 52-30. Genskow, guarded by Larson. He finds North in the corner. Excuse me. Nelson in the corner. That one rolls in and out. He's been all right from the 3-point line, but that one won't go. Bourne takes a mid-ranger, banks. The bank is open on Fridays, Dawson, if you didn't know.
I know now.
I'd like to make a deposit. In the corner, he'll find North. Tunender hits the floor. I think that's a foul on Cole. If so, it'll be his 5th. Yep, 1-5. That's Cole's 5th foul. He'll have to sit for the rest of the game. A great showing by Cole, though. Juergens will check in for Brown. And Tyler Wagner will ever so slowly check in for Borst. And getting his first look in the game is the junior Will Crozier, who will check in for Tunender, who will sit the rest of the game. He fouled out. He played hard, though. Got some great second chance points. I think he led the team in rebounds tonight. If not, he was pretty close. Yeah, talk about, when the Warriors, obviously with 3 3/4 minutes to go here in the game, it's not going to mean a whole lot. But what does the team look like when Cole's not on the floor?
Well, when Cole's not on the floor, they lack almost a post that can handle the ball up top. Like when Grant Larson's being doubled or he's being defended really hard, or one of the other guards. Cole has the ability to take the ball from the perimeter, run the offense just like Grant Larson. So having him not on the court is a huge loss for Norwalk.
Dawson, when's our next game?
I believe our next game is the Monday that we come back to school, and I believe it's home against Van Meter,
Holy cow, Van Meter.
which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is either the #1 team in 2A or 1A. I'm pretty sure it's 2A though. So a good matchup nevertheless.
I'm sure it'll be around the same time. We invite you guys to join us then. We'll cover it. We'll be here. I know you want to listen to us. Come on, don't lie. North will miss his first. That's Charlie North at the line. Makes his second. Cuts the lead down to 21. Halfway through the fourth. Bad pass there by Jurgens. That's corralled by Reddick Bourne.
Wouldn't really expect a bad pass from the quarterback of the football team.
Right, I know. Jurgens an outstanding golfer, but he quit golf to play football this year as the season switched seasons. You know, I'm not a great golfer, and I've learned that when you golf with somebody who is a lot better than you, in fact, the best golfer in your school, it's not going to make you feel very good about your game. Crozier is at the line. Misses his first. He's got a high-arcing shot. Jurgens will almost grab the rebound. That one goes off of his leg, out of bounds, and it will go the other way. Oskaloosa basketball as Morrow checks back in, and Larson will sit probably for the game. Great showing by Grant Larson tonight, especially facilitating the basketball. I'm sure he had a number of assists, a couple points as well.
And plus countless steals. The amount of steals that he turned into pick sixes and easy layups from Norwalk was huge for us.
Blue collar basketball. Bourne can't finish the high-arcing layup. The floater game is not on tonight. Crozier, oh, another wedgie.
2 wedgies in a game.
You guys,
I think
better-
Crozier might have been going up for a dunk right there.
you better count your, or you better get your wishes out right now. I'm telling you, this is a shooting star moment right here. 2 wedgies in one game. I thought Crozier was going to throw that one down there for a minute.
I know. I was getting ready to jump out of my chair.
2 wedgies in a game, Dawson. You guys are I know we just won a state championship, but you guys are witnessing history, I'm telling you. Jump ball called. It'll go the other way. Checking in for the Warriors, Hayden Havoc. He'll get his first look in the game. Class president, you hear the chants. Hayden Havoc is in fact Norwalk's class of 2021 president. He's doing a great job, especially with these COVID restrictions. He's keeping this year fun. He's doing his job. Another wide right 3 by Max Jurgens. That one doesn't go. Morrow will grab it. Wegner to Jurgens. Morrow to Havoc. Down low to Crozier. Off of Crozier. And the other way. I think they had it right. Checking in for the Warriors, Aiden Eaton and Max Rohr for Jurgens and Morrow. And we've got the reserve starters in. These guys are fun to watch. I'm telling you, they don't play a whole lot in these varsity games, but I'm telling you got to come to a reserve game. Just because they're not on the floor all the time doesn't mean they're not fun to watch.
The level of basketball, of good basketball, does not change with this group, especially like in their varsity reserve games. It's still the same offense, the same defense. Oh, God, these guys are a great group of guys to watch.
Work just as hard, too.
Yes.
Rohr, Wegner, Eaton, Havoc, down to Rohr, out to Wegner. Eaton down low to Crozier. Nice pass, nice find. Crozier, oh my goodness, I thought he was going to do it again. Look at the student section right now. They wanted it.
I know he probably wanted that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Holy.
That might be on the dunk of the month if he posterized somebody just on a vertical almost. That is number 42, Carter Parks. He'll drive up and under a reverse layup. Holy cow! Nice play by Carter Parks. That was something else.
Hit the top of the backboard and dropped right in.
We've seen some pretty exceptional plays tonight.
With all this luck, I'd go buy a lottery ticket right now.
Eaton for three. That one goes up and over, not in. Roar with the rebound. Havoc to Wagner. Havoc again, down low to Eaton. He'll drive, nice cut, and up and over again. Eaton gets some looks, but not finishing. Just under a minute left to go here in regulation. 52-33, the Warriors lead. Up and under goes Balaba, he gets two. Roar takes point the other way. Crosses to his left, in the corner, finds Wagner, no good. Rebound, Balaba. And he takes it all the way up. Charge! Hayden Havoc! The basketball's going back the other way. Nice play by Havoc. Checking in now for the Warriors. Cade Bransfield, Kai Pearson, and Jaden Boovie. Roar. 25 seconds left to go. Let's see if the reserves can get a bucket here. It's easily the best part of the game.
Did I just hear a "We Want Nick" chant?
I heard a "We Want Nick McGee" chant. Shout out to Nick McGee. He's our better third of the men on bench, we like to call ourselves. 14.8 left to go here. It's Oskaloosa basketball. Nelson, Genskow takes a three. It's not good. That's off on Havoc, though. It'll go back the same way. 8.8 left to go here. It's 52-35. Balaba goes up and under. A foul called. He'll shoot two with 6.6 seconds left to go. That foul is on Hayden Havoc. That'll be his first. Team fouls are in the double digits. The scoreboard doesn't go that high. Whalen misses the first. And he'll make the second. 6.6 seconds left to go. They'll dribble this one out. Game over, folks. It's 52-36 is your final score. The Warriors take down the Indians to go out the first half of the season. We're going into Christmas with a winning record. Dawson, what went well today?
Well, the Warriors got easy steals in transition, got some easy quick layups. And for Oskaloosa, they did score their average, or about their average for the season. So, and they definitely kept their head up even after only scoring, what I believe, 8 or 10 points in the first half. That's something positive that Oskaloosa can look on.
Absolutely, and I think both teams are going away, with some positives and some negatives. I think, definitely Oskaloosa could have taken care of the ball better, but Norwalk was playing some exceptional off-ball offense from what I saw. Each player played their role exceptionally well, and they got out of here with a double-digit lead to end the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Dawson and I, thank you for joining us. We want you guys to have a Merry Christmas. Please wear your mask. Please stay warm. Please stay safe. We'll see you back here after Christmas for our game against Van Meter the Monday we come back. We hope you guys will join us then. But until then, we thank you. For Dawson Livingston, I'm Schaefer Landit. You guys have a good rest of your night.